Introduction to proposed site. Site analysis. The site selection is one of the essential processes that need to be considered in a development project. By describing the characteristics, physical elements, and the conditions on a site, opportunities and constraints of development can be understood to make sure the proposed site is suitable for shop lot project. Location of the site. The site is located at MLO 2967, New Lot 18399, Jalan Kampung Sri Paya, Mukim Bukit Batu, Dura Kulai, Johor. The local authority of the site is Majlis Perbandaran Kulai, MPku. The land area is 1.103 hectares or 2.725 acres. The proposed site is surrounded by residential area. The proposed site is located at the remote area. However, the location of the site is accessible to the existing road and has a good level of accessibility to reach the city. Distance between the places and the proposed site are stated in the table. The land is surrounded by residential house and it could be the highly demand in the market for the commercial spot. Here is the different views of proposed site. And here is the particular site information. Shape and size. The land selected covers a total area of 11,030 square meters or 1.103 hectares. The land is rectangular in shape. Land condition. The current situation on the proposed site is filled with palm trees and has some shrubs in the surrounding. Usually, the palm trees are planted on a flat soil. Hence, topography of this proposed site is considered as flat surface, stony and some uneven soil strata. According to the physical conditions of site, earthwork is needed to be done to form a formation level. The level of site is higher than the existing road level. Soil condition at the site location can be considered as good quality. On the site, there are only one type of existing plant which is palm trees and need to be cleaned up. Our proposed site has a systematic networks and accessibility. This is because the access road to the location of site can be passable through Jalan Kalapasa A and Jalan Kampung Sri Paya. The site located at the existing road. Hence, the construction plant and material can be easily accessed to the proposed site. Access to the site. Potential of development. The potential development is the location near to existing housing area and expected to increase the number of populations in the area. Construction resources. There are the construction resources for the development proposed. Firstly, the contractors companies such as Huping Electrical Engineering, Meyer Construction Sendiri Yan Berhad and Eco Landscape and Planting Sendiri Yan Berhad. Second, electrical equipment suppliers such as Syntec Electrical and others. Third, hardware and machinery supplier. Fourth, construction materials suppliers. Lastly, the subcontractor. Population. In Malaysia, the figure above shows that population size from year 2014 to 2018. Total population size become bigger from 28,588,600 to 32,385,000. For current population size by age group in 2018, the highest age group is 15 to 64 years old, followed by 0 to 14 years old and more than 65 years old. Then, total citizen is 29.06 million while non-citizen is 3.32 million. While in Johor, the population is gradually increased since 2014 until now. The population of male and female in Johor is rise about 1.97% for male and 1.77% for female. This respectively has increased the total population in 2018 which is 3.74 million. The table and figures show the population of residential units in Kulai by MPku from year 2000 until 2025. The figure above depicts that population is expected to be increased to 659,355 in 2025. Environmental Impact Assessment. Environmental Impact Assessment, EIA, is a study to identify, evaluate, and communicate information about the impacts of the environment of the proposed project and to detail out the mitigating measures prior to project approval and implementation. EIA procedure. There are two EIA procedures adopted in Malaysia, which are preliminary EIA and detailed EIA. Preliminary EIA is assessment of impacts due to those activities that are prescribed, while detailed EIA is a procedure undertaken for those projects with major/significant impacts to the environment. Project concept. Project proponent must make sure that the concept of proposed project does not contradict any development plans, policies, or any decisions of the Government of Malaysia prior to the EIA study. namely National Physical Plan, Structure Plan, Local Plan, Regional Plan, Interstate Planning. Agreement between the Government of Malaysia and Kuala Alam Sendirian Berhad on the disposal of scheduled wastes in Malaysia. Agreement between the Government of Malaysia and Pantai Medivest Sendirian Berhad, Faber Mediserve Sendirian Berhad and Radicare Sendirian Berhad on the disposal of clinical wastes from government hospitals. Guidelines on Highland Development, Gar Rays Panduan Pembangunan di Kawasan Tanah Tinggi. Guidelines on siting and zoning of industries. Site selection. General criteria relevant to all projects are included. Air quality, water quality, sound quality, waste disposal management. MPQ in most of district in Johor has appointed SWM Environment to integrated waste management and public cleansing. In fact, if our development project is success, SWM Environment will undertake waste management to our commercial area according the schedule of services provided. Residential development. The proposed site is surrounded by residential house and Sri Paya village. There are supermarket or hypermarket, saloon, and varieties of restaurant, other facilities, gas station, hotel, bank institution, clinic Kalapasawat, police station Kalapasawat, Bomba station, Suraan temple, and educational institutions. Infrastructure. There are as railway station, KTMB, and station bus. For the traffic system in the village is better, even though the bus and lorry may access the road and have many access roads that may reduce the problems of traffic. Other than that, there are some infrastructure work that exist on the site such as telecommunication, electrical supply, and water. Local potential analysis. Stages of planning development. There are 4 stages of planning development which are National Physical Plan, Structure Plan, Local Plan, and Regional Plan. National Physical Plan. In general, the objective of the Third National Physical Plan, NPP, is to Hence, to ensure the achievement of these goals, 3 core thrusts have been developed. In line with the role of Structure Plan in Johor State or Rancangan Struktur Negeri Johor, RSNJ, 2030 to translate the Third National Physical Plan at the state level, following the general action taken in providing state development planning. Structure Plan in Johor State. Johor State Structure Plan, RSNJ, 2030 covers the entire state with a total area of 1,920,885 hectares, the third largest state in peninsular Malaysia after the state of Perak and Pahang. The state of Johor is divided into 10 districts and administered by 16 local authorities. Kulai is one of the areas under the structure plan of the Johor state under Majlis Perbandaran Kulai known as MPQ. Main Settlement Center in 2025. In Structure Plan in Johor State 2030 projected that Kalapasawat is one of the main settlements in 2030 as our proposed development is located adjacent Kalapasawat area which is Kampung Sri Paya and the main roles of the district are 1. Settlement Center, 2. Commercial Center or the main town of the small settlement area or new town. Development Goal in Johor State 2030. This is the goal in Johor State in 2030. There are 4 cores thrust for the development state of Johor under Structure Physical Plan 2030. And here are the development strategies for commercial development as stated in the Structure Plan of Johor State. Local Plan. Strategy development in Kulai known as Rancangan Tempatan Daerah or RTD of Johor Bahru and Kulai 2025, replacement, is provided as provided under Section 16(1) of the Town and Country Planning Act 1976 Act 172. The RTD area covers 2 districts namely Johor Bahru District and Kulai District and involves 10 mukims. For the justification of the requirements for preparation of RTD of Johor Bahru and Kulai 2025, replacement, are District Settlement Center. Kulai District has a target center of settlement in 2025. The rapid development and growth of existing major urban centers were found to have formed 4 major urban agglomeration. One of the center is Sina Kulai. It will form the Greater JB by 2025. Strategy development in Kulai. Development goal. The development goal in Kulai is development vision. The vision in Kulai is development objectives. There are 5 objectives that had been identified. Development concept. To strengthen the spatial development of the Johor Bahru and Kulai districts that are resilient and relevant to be applied towards sustainable and resilient development, which meets the following 3 main cores. Development strategy. Furthermore, for the development strategies are Social Impact Assessment. According to the Inter-Organizational Committee on Guidelines and Principle for SIA, 1994, SIA defined as the consequences to human populations of any public or private actions that alter the ways in which people live, work, play, relate to one another, organize to meet their needs, and generally cope as members of society. There are social impacts for the development proposed, which are lifestyle impacts, cultural impacts, community impacts, quality of life impacts, health impacts. Social Impact Assessment Report. There are 2 types of report. Firstly, Social Impact Assessment, General, and secondly Social Impact Assessment, Details. SIA Report Preparation Process. This is the process. First, screening. Second, scoping. Third, baseline study. Fourth, impact projection and evaluation. Fifth, mitigation. And lastly, social impact management plan. SWOT. 4 strengths. It has good level of accessibility in the site near the common places. 4 opportunities. The increasing of the number of population in Kalapasawat. Weakness. The weaknesses are site condition, the access is narrow. 4 threats. The residents will lose palm oil tree as refreshing green area.